Now, during this time that from the January 1st until the February 25th, isn't it true that you believed that Mr. Taylor was trying to work on the relationship?
I can't necessarily speak for what he was doing.
Okay, well, did you remember talking to one of the detectives?
Saying what again? I'm sorry.
That Mr. Taylor was trying to work on the relationship.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And that's what you shared with the detective, right?
Okay. Yeah.
I would have to pull it out. I can't. This witness is not. I'm not.
Okay. What's your question?
I'd like to move on.
All right. Go ahead.
Now, when it talking about Mr. Taylor and Miss Benning from February 1st until February 25th, Miss Benning never complained to you in any form or fashion about Mr. Taylor being abusive to her, pressuring her in any kind of way. Isn't that true?
Correct.
Now, when Mr. Taylor and Miss Benning parted ways on November the 6th of 2022, it was Miss Benning who sent the text message to Mr. Taylor that they should go their separate ways. Wouldn't you agree?
Not initially.
So are you saying that Mr. Taylor wanted to part ways first?
He made mention of it
Okay, and when did he make mention of that?
when she found out she was pregnant.
And where did you see that? Did she tell you that in person or via text, or how did she tell you
It
that?
might be in the text messages, or she might have told, or she probably told me on the phone.
Right, because I've looked through the text messages, that's not there.
On the phone.
Okay. Do you want to ask questions or testify?
So, when Miss Benning sent the text on November the 6th, in fact, she said, we're at an impasse. Isn't that what she said? Because she sent the text message to you. You testified to it, remember?
Yeah, can I see this text message, please?
Yeah. Do you need a copy of that November 6th text?
Okay.
That's the text that you testified to on direct examination that you edited, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the one where it was Miss Benning who sent the text message to Mr. Taylor, isn't that right?
Mm-hmm.
And what she says is, we need to go our separate ways. Isn't that what she said?
Do you want me to, am I supposed to read it, or?
No, I just
said
asked you
she
whether
said
or
it
not she
there.
said it.
Yes.
Okay. And she never shared with you that after that, Mr. Taylor tried to continue to call her, continue to try to force her to have an abortion or anything of the sort, did she?
Could you repeat that? I'm sorry.
After that text message, Miss Benning never shared with you that Mr. Taylor tried to force her, coerce her, or do anything to force her to have an abortion, did she?
No.
Okay. Now, let's move on to February 25th. But before we do that, you did state on direct examination that you were willing to be this child's father, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And you were going to move in with her to help raise the baby, correct?
If need be.
And I think, did you refer to them as your babies? Her and the baby, Jade and the baby were your babies?
When did I say that?
I'm asking if you ever referred to them as that.
I don't remember.
On February the 25th of 2023, you knew that Miss Benny was the one who planned this date night, isn't that right?
Correct.
And she reached out to you about what she should cook.
Mm-hmm.
And you stated she should cook the chicken Alfredo, right? Because
Correct.
you wanted some, that's your favorite food, right, from her?
It is.
Okay. And so she and Blaise were going to do painting with a twist, and she had created this special night for them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even though she had planned this special night for her and Blaise, you decided that you were going to stop by with Keontae
Mm-hmm.
to get a plate.
Mm-hmm.
And she wasn't necessarily super excited about that initially, right?
I can't say if she was or not.
Well, didn't you at one point represent that, well, I bet that girl was saying this bitch. Do you remember saying that?
Not in that way, no.
What way was it?
Because I said that about Blaise was probably thinking that about me because I came by.
But didn't she suggest that she would pack the food up for you to get the next day?
She didn't say the next day,
Okay, when did you think she meant?
that night.
And so then you and Keontae then came by, correct?
Correct.
And when you went there, you talked about that y'all had a group conversation, talked about future plans, correct?
Activities, yeah.
Future plans of doing things together.
Mm-hmm.
And Mr. Taylor was involved in those future plans, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that he actually invited you guys to stay that night, didn't he?
After we left.
Well, he didn't invite you to stay and play cards, and you said, no, I don't want to intrude?
Not when I was there.
Oh, this was after you
This was
left?
when I left.
And who told you that?
Jade.
Okay. And so you stated that he then, when all of that was going on, you called it a cute interaction. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
But you testified on direct that it was somewhat obvious with the black hole thing, right?
When discussing the painting.
Okay. So just the painting and not Mr. Taylor and his view of it.
I'm sorry?
So when you were discussing that it was dark, you were only talking about the painting and not Mr. Taylor?
I was talking about the painting.
Because you actually characterized it as a cute interaction, didn't you?
Because we were all talking and we just met him for the first time.
Okay. And there was nothing about that evening that made you feel any way about the way Mr. Taylor was acting, were you?
Beyond what I said about the painting.
But yet you still called it a cute interaction.
For her, yes.
And the painting, if I could have State's Exhibit 1A and B, please. Redwell, the one with the transfer. I want to show you the Redwell in your chair. I want to show you State's Exhibit 1A. Do you see that?
I do.
And this is the painting that you're referring to of Mr. Taylor's, is it not?
Correct.
And you believe that that's dark?
What
That's
he
your
did-
characterization of it?
What he described to me was dark.
Okay. And he described a dark hole?
Yes.
And where's the dark hole?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking at.
Now, as it relates to when you left, you remember leaving? You and Keontae?
Yes.
And when you left with Keontae, you guys took your plates and went over to Keontae's house.
Correct.
And then Keontae was going out to hang out with his friends. Is that right?
Correct.
And where was he going? Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay. But he was going to hang out with some buddies.
Mhm.
But about 9:29, you get a phone call from Miss Bennett.
Mhm.
And I think you said that when she called, if I remember correctly, you said that when you picked up the phone, what you heard was, "What did you do? What did you put in my drink?" Is that right?
Mhm.
And then, "Let me see what's in your pockets." She said that after she said those two things. Is that right?
She said those things, correct?
But at 9:30, you sent her a text saying, "Are you talking to me?"
Mhm.
Why would you think she's talking to you if she's saying, "What did you do? What did you put in my drink?"
I didn't think she was talking to me about those things. I was wondering what was going on because she never acknowledged me on the phone.
Well, wasn't there a time when you were talking to one of the detectives that you said that she was trying to say your name, Nijaiha? Didn't you say that?
I don't remember that.
Okay. We'll put a pin in that, and after, I believe you said that after that interchange in regards to that, you say that it was something like you've never heard before. Isn't that what you said?
Correct.
And that it appeared like she was in danger.
Mhm.
And that you had never heard your best friend in that way.
Correct.
And that basically she was accusing the man that she was alone in an apartment with for trying to kill her.
Correct.
You didn't think it would have been important to call 911?
It was important to call 911.
So why didn't you?
I was not there.
You didn't have to be there to call 911, did you?
No, but I didn't have anything. What was I going to report?
What you just said, everything that you reported to those police officers at the hospital,
Mhm.
you could have reported to 911, correct?
And if they would have asked me questions about her physical state, I would have not been able to provide those answers.
Well, didn't you say to those officers, she sounded sluggish?
Mhm.
She said that I can't feel my legs?
Mhm.
Didn't you say that she said I feel like I'm about to pass out?
Mhm.
Isn't that directly related to her physical condition?
I was not there to answer any questions that they would have asked me, additionally beyond what I provided for them, if I would have called.
But you were so concerned that you stopped what you were doing and you drove over there.
Yes.
What were you going to do
What was I going to do
when you got there?
If 911 wasn't called, I would have called 911. I would have rendered aid.
You had that opportunity 29 minutes before you got there.
Is that a question?
Yes, why didn't you do that?
You've asked her that.
Then you stated that at some point that she asked you to call Keontae. Isn't that true?
I didn't say she asked me to call Keontae. I mentioned the words that I heard of his name.
Okay, and so she never then, are you stating that she never told you to call Keontae on the three-way?
No.
May I have a moment, Your Honor? Did you ever tell Detective Smith that?
I don't recall.
Would it refresh your memory if you were to take a look at Detective Smith transcript talking to you?
Sure.
May I have a moment?
Okay.
have a recording of.
You said you wanted to show her a transcript. Where is that?
Right here.
Okay.
Let me make sure it's the right, there are 4 different transcripts for her. I'll move on until he finds it, Your Honor. So, after that, you go on to say, now, with Keontae, she really didn't know him, did she?
She knew who he was.
Well, Mr. Jones testified she had only met him twice.
I said she knew who he was.
Okay, but she didn't know him very well, did she?
No.
Did her father live here?
Whose father?
Miss
Jade's
Bennings.
No.
Did her stepmother live here?
Yes.
Okay. And so, instead of calling, or her suggesting to call someone that she actually knows a little better, she would ask you to call someone that she's only met twice?
Objection, Your Honor. The witness has already said.
Yeah, she didn't say that. She did that.
Well, you interpret it that way because you called Keontae, correct?
Objection, Your Honor. The witness is testifying in a question. The attorney this witness has not said any of that.
Do you want to clarify whether this young lady witness was told by Ms. Benning to call Keontae?
What made you call Keontae?
I heard the word key.
Okay, and so you thought that to mean what?
She was asking for him
Why do you feel like she would be asking for him?
because she was scared. That's how she sounded to me.
So again, I'll ask you, why would you think, with her being scared, that she would want to call someone she's only known or only met twice?
I have no idea.
But that's what you did, correct?
Mhm.
So when Keontae gets on the phone, you then state that he asked Blaise, man, did you do this? Right?
I said he asked, what did you do or what happened?
Okay.
I don't remember that exact verbiage.
And so you don't remember the exact verbiage now?
I just said what I said. He said, what did you do or what happened or something along those lines, yes.
And how did Mr. Taylor respond?
He said he didn't know.
Okay. He didn't know what happened.
Mhm.
And so when you finally hear what's going on, you drive over there, correct?
I was already on the way over there when she called me.
And you were over there because you were on your way over there because you felt like she was in dire straits.
And what?
Dire straits, meaning she was in trouble.
She was, yes.
Okay. And so you get over there. Do you call her mother before you get there, given the fact that she was in so much trouble?
I called her mother, yes.
Before you got there, did you call her mother?
Yes.
I thought you didn't call her mother until you got there. Is that not right?
I never said that.
Okay, so when exactly did you call her mother?
After Blaise told me he was calling 911.
Okay. And so when you got there, you actually, well, before you got there, you talked about at 9:47, you made the second call.
I don't remember what time.
You don't remember what time you said that you called the second time?
I don't remember exactly what time, no.
Okay. And then when you get there, in fact, 911 is there, is it not?
Correct.
The EMS was there just like he said they were.
Mm-hmm.
And you stated that when you arrived, that he was frantic. Isn't that what you said?
I said he was pacing back and forth, like anxiously panicking, yes, that's what I said.
And you were panicking too, weren't you?
I was.
And you were jumping on the back of the ambulance? Were the paramedics and EMT allowing you to do that?
They told me that I needed to go to meet them at Vanderbilt.
Did they try to stop you from jumping on the back of the ambulance?
I didn't jump on the back of the ambulance. I was trying to see through the window what was going on with Jade.
And were you getting in the way of the paramedics?
No,
Not at all.
no.
And you feel like jumping on the back and trying to look
She
inside?
said she didn't do that.
Would you be surprised to know that someone testified that you did?
Objection, Your Honor. Counsel is mischaracterizing the witness.
You'll just ask
testimony.
questions instead of testifying, please, ma'am.
Now, when you got to the hospital, you had to check into the hospital, didn't you?
I did.
And when you checked into the hospital, you had to go through a metal detector,
I did.
and they gave you a visitor's pass,
I don't remember.
but you did have to go through a metal detector.
I did.
Now, when you guys left Miss Benning's home, Mr. Taylor didn't go back upstairs, did he?
No,
He went straight to the hospital just like you did.
correct.
So he never had an opportunity to go back upstairs, did he?
Objection, Your Honor. Calls for speculation.
All right, I'll sustain the objection.
Did you see Mr. Taylor get in his vehicle?
Said, oh, get it, you see him get in his vehicle?
Yes,
And did you see him drive off?
yes.
So he didn't have an opportunity to go back upstairs, did he?
Not at that point in time, no.
You talked about that when he got there, that he referred to Miss Benning as his girlfriend. Is that right?
Correct.
And you told officers that you didn't believe that they were in fact dating.
I said they were not dating.
They were not dating. But isn't it true that they planned a date night?
Exclusively. Boyfriend and girlfriend.
But I thought you just said they weren't dating. Because you didn't qualify it with exclusively, did you?
No.
You said dating, didn't you?
Yes.
But they were on a date night, isn't that true?
Correct.
And then you testified on direct that she wanted more, correct?
I said that?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Okay. And that they saw each other 2 to 3 times a week, didn't you say that?
I said sometimes.
And in fact, they had seen each other 3 days in a row that week.
I don't remember.
I'm going to object to Ms. Hollins asking her questions, insinuating that she made those statements. Ms. Jackson did not make those statements.
Your Honor, she just testified to it.
She has not said that they saw each other the last 3 days. That is not.
No, I didn't say that. I asked her that. I should be able to ask the witness questions.
What, yeah, go ahead. Jury
Now,
heard
when you
what-
first got to the hospital, it was you who accused Mr. Taylor of doing anything wrong, isn't that true?
You said what?
It was you who accused Mr. Taylor of doing anything wrong
Of doing anything wrong? I don't understand what you're saying.
with Miss Benning, doing something to her.
I simply told everyone that I spoke with what I heard on the phone.
Okay. And do you remember if she said anything like that when Mr. Jones was on the phone?
No, she did not.
So he never heard what you heard.
No, not the beginning of the phone call.
And in fact, when Mr. Jones was on the phone, there were no accusations made by Miss Benning. Isn't that true?
She wasn't really able to say anything at that point.
Well, did you testify that she was able to say some words?
Yes, prior to me calling Keontae.
So after calling Keontae, you're saying she never said any more words at all?
We could hear her, but nothing made sense at that point.
But she was saying something.
Nothing substantial of anything that we could understand, no.
And it's your testimony that you do not remember exactly what time that second phone call was?
I don't remember what time that second phone call was.
What time was the first call?
9:29.
And how long did it last?
6 minutes.
And so that would take us to 9:35?
Sure.
Okay. And so, can I have State's Exhibit, the NFD?
What do you need?
The NFD records. That's been.
Your Honor, the state will agree that the time of, it's
Okay,
not.
let's just see what are you wanting to ask?
Well, I have to get, isn't it true, well, you would know, would you be surprised to know that Mr. Taylor called 911 at 9:38?
I don't know what time he called 911.
That's why I was going to get the record, Your Honor. If he called 911 at 9:38, you called back a second time, correct?
I did.
And when you called back the second time, how long did that conversation last?
I don't remember.
And when you got to his house, you will agree with me that EMS was already there.
I did not go to his house.
I'm sorry, to Miss Benning's house.
EMS was already there, yes.
And didn't he, when you talked with him, didn't he tell you that, I think I hear them outside?
He said I hear sirens or something. Yeah, he made mention that he heard something.
And that would have been on the second call, correct?
Correct.
When you left the Miss Benning's home and got to the hospital, did you gain access to Miss Benning's phone?
No.
You didn't have Miss Benning's phone?
Oh, I'm sorry. I had her phone, yes.
Okay. And who gave you that phone?
I got it from Blaise.
Okay. And where did you get it from?
I don't remember.
Do you know when he gave it to you?
No.
But you had it at the hospital.
I got it from him at the hospital, yes.
Can you tell the jury about how long it was before you got the phone? Was it an hour, 2 hours? Do you even know?
Her phone? No, I don't know.
What did you do with the phone when you had it?
I had it in my hand or my purse. I don't remember.
And what, if anything, did you do with the phone?
I didn't do anything with the phone.
You testified that Keontae showed up, is that right, at the hospital?
Yes.
Did any of the police officers tell you that they wanted to speak to Keontae?
No. I mean, yes, I'm sorry. Yes, yes.
Okay, so when Keontae showed up at the hospital, did you tell him, hey, the police want to talk to you and get your side of the story?
They didn't specify when.
Well, they talked to you that night, right?
And they asked to talk to me.
Well, my question is, they talked to you that night, didn't they?
Yes. I
How
was.
many police officers did you speak
Objection,
with?
Your Honor. Argumentative. I also,
How many police officers? Is that
That's
your
argument.
argument?
it's argumentative what she's saying to her about asking about police officers wanting to talk to Keontae. She's answered the question.
Okay.
These questions
Her
are
question
relevant.
was, do you recall how many police officers you spoke with that night?
Maybe 2 or 3. I don't remember exact number now.
And you were certainly concerned for your friend, weren't you?
Yes.
And you wanted to make sure that the police officers got as much information as possible, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Keontae is the one other witness to how Jade was sounding and feeling. Would that be right?
Correct.
There's nobody else with that information but him.
Okay.
You didn't tell him, hey, go inside. Tell these police officers what happened. You didn't do that?
No,
Why not?
I don't know. I don't know.
Don't you think that would have been important?
They would have said something to him.
I'm sorry?
I said if they wanted to speak with Keontae, I feel like they would have spoken with him.
You didn't feel it was important enough to tell Keontae that night, but you did feel it was important enough to accompany Miss Franklin to Miss Benning's home and to remove evidence out of the apartment. Is that right?
What's the question?
You didn't feel that it was important enough for the only other witness to Miss Benning's situation, medical emergency, to go talk to the police, but yet you felt it was
Your Honor,
important.
she has answered that question.
She asked me to repeat the question.
You asked the question
No, I have
after
not.
that, and went back to the one before.
Did
May I finish
you
the
tell
question?
Mr. Jones to stay and talk to the police?
I did not tell him to
That's-
stay.
But
That
you
wasn't-
did go to the apartment?
Yes.
Okay.
And when you went to the apartment, you had spoken to 3 officers, 2 to 3, is that right?
I don't remember how many I spoke with, but I spoke with officers.
And surely you knew, because you told them everything that was going on, that they were going to investigate, correct?
Correct.
But yet you felt that it was on you to do the investigation. Is that right?
No.
But you went there before the police went there.
Objection, Your Honor, she answered the question.
Okay, she went there before the police went there.
Why did you remove evidence? Because according to you, that's a crime scene. Why would you remove evidence from a crime scene?
It was not a crime scene when I went there. There was no one that told me I could not go, so I went.
Didn't you accuse Blaise of a crime?
I told them what I heard on the phone.
Well, let me ask you this. If you believe that Mr. Taylor put something in Miss Benning's drink to cause harm to the unborn child, would that be a crime?
Yes.
And you didn't believe that was a crime?
I did believe it was a crime.
And so you're going to do the investigations for the police instead of allowing them to do it?
Sure.
And remove vital evidence from the scene? What did you do with it?
I didn't have anything.
Who had it?
I moved the camera.
Okay, so let's talk about that. You moved the camera.
I did.
The camera had the potential to video or record Mr. Taylor doing anything that Ms. Benning was accusing him of. Isn't that true?
Yeah. Yes.
So why would you move the very thing that could have recorded him?
Because it was not in the location where she had it at.
And isn't that all the reason more to leave it there so the police can see that it was in a location different than what it was?
Sure. Yeah.
So why'd you move it?
Because it was not where it was supposed to be. And if he did come back to her place, we would have seen that.
You also would have seen if he did what you said that Ms. Benning was saying, they would have seen that. Isn't that true?
Yes.
Which one would you think would be more important to preserve? What he did according to what you said Ms. Benning said he was doing, or him coming back into the apartment? Which one do you think is more important?
I'm not sure.
And so you then moved that camera into the kitchen area. Did you look at it?
No.
Why didn't you take the camera and give it to the police?
I didn't take anything out.
You were there when Ms. Franklin took it out, right?
Correct.
Did you assist Ms. Franklin in taking it out?
Objection, Your Honor, she has asked and answered that question.
I've never asked that question.
Assist her in what?
Did she assist Miss Franklin in removing evidence from the scene?
I walked out with her.
But you didn't have the comforter?
No,
Did you see a washcloth there?
no,
Did you see a glass on the counter?
yes,
And isn't it true that you stated that Miss Benning was drinking out of a glass?
mhm,
And that same glass was on the counter, was it not?
yes.
Why didn't you take that?
I didn't take anything.
Well, you moved the camera.
I did not take anything.
Well, why didn't you move the glass?
It didn't have the same drink in it that she had earlier.